what is the number one thing you struggle with on your YouTube channel? Mine, I'll be honest with you, believe it or not, is thumbnails. So while taking it back to the basics, this is helping me realize what I need to work on. And a lot of the things that people tend to forget how important is thumbnails. And I believe thumbnails are number one. Hi, welcome to the pursuit of learning YouTube. So if you're just coming into my channel is about learning and innovating YouTube, and today we're taking it back to the basics. So if you want to subscribe so you don't miss any videos just like this one, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see more videos. Just really, I'm not that great at thumbnails, and I'm trying to change that mindset. So I'm trying to change how I think about thumbnails. So I've been going and doing my research on thumbnails and ISO, going back to the basics. But one of the techniques that I have is I also do photography aside, and I haven't really picked up my camera in a while, so I decided to go back to the basics and start practicing on taking photos, editing, and all that stuff, and trying to work on my thumbnails, which I've figured out a way to try to hopefully make this video get my thumbnail a little better. Let me know in the comments down below what is something that you guys struggle with on your YouTube journey, because I'll be honest, I think thumbnails are the key important ingredient. It's the number one formula before you make your formula. So technically thumbnails are really, really important. It's what you want to intrigue the audience to want to click on your channel. And for me, basically, I've really struggled with that. And I've noticed that my thumbnails are so inconsistent, and that's something that I've been working on. So one of the things that I've been trying to do is just taking it back to the basics, watching thumbnail tutorials on the actual thing that I use to edit my thumbnails, and also going back to photography and going back to my old roots and the basics. I still do photography aside. I try to do it as much as possible. My schedule's been changing a lot, and lately I've been working overnights. So I've been doing a 10 to 7 every day, and it's like on my days off, I am so worn out, so tired. And when I work nights, I literally, all I want to do is sleep, because it's so difficult for me to just stay focused on the things that I need. And sometimes we lose track of focusing on what we need, and we can't stay focused on things, so we don't take our channel where we want our channel to go. And so one of the things that was on my goal list was thumbnails, and I need to work on my thumbnails. And I think it's important not only for me to grow for my channel, but to figure out how to get these thumbnails right and better, because you can have a perfectly good picture and still suck at having a great thumbnail. So thumbnails are the key ingredients to, they say, to this whole guru of YouTube. So I've been taking it back to the basics, and hopefully this video will help you guys take it back to your basics and help you guys figure out what it is that you guys are doing wrong on your YouTube channel and something that you need to grow. And I feel like you have to be raw and full honest with yourself. Like, call yourself out on things, because sometimes it can be very difficult to call yourself on things, because you may be stubborn, stuck in your ways, thinking that your videos rock and they're awesome, but yet when you look at reality, they're singing to the bottom and all you hear is crickets, and you don't hear people. And so I've been trying to practice thumbnails like this one and like this one, and I feel like I still haven't gotten any improvement. I mean, I've improved a little, but I still have to really, really improve. And one of the things that I've been doing is to help me improve with my thumbnails is just by researching the app that I have. So what I use is InstaShot, and I love InstaShot because InstaShot is a really, really great app. You can use it for free, or you can use their paid version. And I was using it for free for a while, but then I actually upgraded to their pro version, which is their paid version, for, I think it was like $39 for the whole, for life, you know. And they add really cool stuff, and they have really, really great stuff. So if you guys have an iPhone or an Android, I really, really do check that you recommend InstaShot if you use your phone for everything like I do. I think it's great Canvas is another great one. I think Canvas is really great. I've used Canvas before. If you have a computer, you use Adobe Photoshop. What I usually like to do, because I was trained in this and I like using it, I just haven't been using it because my last laptop was stolen and it had my CD in it that I used for my editing software, because I had to reinstall it because I accidentally did something to it. And it wasn't Adobe Photoshop. It's called Corel Paint Shop, and I really love it. It's just like Adobe, and it works just as great as Adobe, and I really liked it because it's simpler for me. It simplified things for me, and it wasn't as complex as Adobe Photoshop. I did take a class in college in learning how to edit, and that was all we did was Adobe Photoshop. And we would go out and take pictures, and we would critique our photos, and then he would critique us also on our editing skills and how we edited and why we chose those photos. And so technically I am going back to those basics. I literally am trying my hardest to come up with a great thumbnail that actually is intriguing and fun, and people want to be like, huh, I want to click on that. That is actually, what is that? I wonder what she's talking about, what he's talking about. And it is so difficult because sometimes when you struggle with something, it's like you try and try and you feel like you failed. So technically what I am trying to say is don't be afraid to keep succeeding, because your failures are what's going to keep you from not succeeding if you believe in them. So just say that your failures are your successors, because they teach you something. They teach you what not to do. So technically your failures are going to get you to succeed. And you got to view it in that strategy and stop thinking so negatively about everything and say I can instead of I can't. So change your words, change your mind. I hope you guys like this mini video. I will see you guys next time. And what is the one thing you guys struggle with the YouTube channel? Because I know thumbnails is key for me.